Hi, this is Osman. I am an energy healer, yoga and meditation teacher, and an entrepreneur. Please also remember to visit my website, yogawellness786.com, for more resources and a list of our services and contact information. And also remember that we are offering natural therapies based on ancient sciences and is not a replacement for medical treatment. If you have a medical condition, please consult the relevant qualified and licensed medical professional in your locality. Okay. That being said, I'd like to discuss the intention behind my videos, and I do not intend it to be an authoritative source of knowledge or a reference an academic reference point when it comes to the subject matters of yoga, meditation, or energy healing, but more as a reference to someone's personal journal, so to speak. So this is more my video journal where I am discussing thoughts, that are of interest to me, and which I feel may be of benefit to you from a perspective point of view, and more on a basis of a video, a video blog or a vlog, right? To bring insight in that perspective, but not as a reference point or authoritative figure, or as an authority in a subject. Am I an authority on yoga or meditation or energy healing? Not even near it, right? I don't even know if I have any credibility as well, in it, other than I have few basic practices that worked for me and work for a lot of my students, and it's done in a very simplified manner and a practical manner to bring about outcomes and adjust it to the 21st century. And I selected certain postures that I found works for me from my limited knowledge and works for the thousands of students that I came across, and developed the sequence of postures and systems and practices, and from a point of view that can be practically applied by regular people. So as opposed to you learning from someone who's a monk, a full-time monk in a monastery, who maybe is spending his at least 12 hours a day in meditation alone, or very advanced in that field, or practicing yoga science full time, in his life, from childhood. And of course, I've been practicing yoga meditation from childhood, on a very regular basis, and been consistent at it, but not as a core part of my life. But it was a passion of mine, and I spent a lot of time exploring its depths. So that is the perspective that I'm making these videos from, more on insights from someone who's gained a lot of experience in this field, and especially many people delving into this for the first time or struggling in this field may get some insights and perspective in making it easier for themselves, and also trying to refine your own thinking. I want to refine your thinking to a more practical way of application of the science, where you can see results, immediate results or almost immediate results. Because what's the point of adopting a practice that you can spend decades on at the other end of the spectrum, where I have known students of mine that have spent like 35 years on a certain practice without any progress, so to speak, that they stagnated in. Of course, they must have had some positive result from it, and maybe they're discounting, some positivity that is experienced, and that they are taking for granted in their day-to-day activities. But from their intention and goal perspective, what they wanted to achieve from that practice, they haven't even come near it, and it seems that they are going nowhere, and it's just like a time wasting practice, right? So that is sad. So most of my students who are doing a practice, they are not doing a monotonous practice, years on end. So if I speak to any of my students, after a few weeks or after a few months, there's always progress, progress not only in their practice and the proficiency, but progress in how their life is improving in terms of, their togetherness and, decision-making capacity, as well as relationships are improving, and the careers, the strength in their profession is also improving, right? So these are practical applications, that I am bringing about. So I hope that helps you. Please remember to visit my website, yogawellness786.com, and take care always.